Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's Moe Edwards, the host of Let's Talk About It. I'm back with another video. I hope you all can see me. I'm in the car on my way to Whataburger to get me a hamburger. I don't eat beef that often, but when I want a hamburger, I'll go to Whataburger here in Texas. If you've been to Texas and you've had a Whataburger, or if there's Whataburgers in your state or city, you know what I'm talking about. They are off the hook. Better than Wendy's, better than Burger King, better than McDonald's. They don't even compare. But I wanted to do a quick video on my way out to get me a sandwich. I'm hungry. Starting to get my appetite back. Took a nap after I got home from the doctor today, and so I'm hungry. I wanted to do a video. I guess I'm going to title the video, I'm Not Going to Church No More. And the subtopic is, I love it. I'm not going to church no more is what a lot of people are saying. Pastors, leaders, saints. They are tired of the one-man show. They're tired of the cliques, the clubs. They're tired of falling out on the floor and playing church and doing things that are not edifying, that are not fruitful. They're tired. They're tired of church as usual. They're tired of the organized church structure, the big I's, the little U's. They are tired of it. I was just having some dialogue on a post. One of my Facebook friends tagged me and asked me to give my input on a post where they were talking about the organized church and the role of the leader, the pastor, the elder, the bishop. And you should have seen some of the comments on there. I mean, you got people who have literally said that they have walked away from the church. Stop going to church altogether and start, they're fellowshipping with the saints now. Like, just coming up with creative ways to meet from house to house, and Starbucks and the library and out at the park, all type of stuff. They just appreciate the fellowship with the saints and edifying one another through discussing the word and having open forum discussions and stuff like that. And I knew this was coming. So that's why the subtopic is, I love it. I love the fact that God is raising up a people who want depth. Back when I was studying and pushing the need for sound doctrine and the need for true evangelism and the edification of all saints and the participation of all saints. And when I started talking about our leadership has gotten too Hollywood, and people said that I was being judgmental, that I was being too deep. But now people want depth. And these shallow ministries are not enough for them anymore. And I love it. Because now it's going to challenge our leaders to get deep and to provide more depth. They don't want to hear about what's going to happen in 30 days. They don't want an unexpected check to come in the mail. They want to know how to make a check every week. And it don't matter to them if it's 30 days or 60 days or, 2015, God gonna send you some green and all of that kind of stuff. They don't care about all of that. Just as long as it takes, they don't care. Just give them a plan, a workable plan where they can see light at the end of the tunnel, and they'll work it. They ain't worried about this microwave miracle ministry that we lying to them about. It's not that they're in a rush and want things now, but after 20 or 30 years, you would think that people would see that things are not manifesting in their life, and they're tired. So you got a lot of people that are saying, I'm not going to church no more. I'm not going to these conferences and these worship services where it's just a big show, you know, where people just come and congregate in their beautiful little churches in the hood, inside the four walls, get in their cute little cars and drive home. Don't have no type of interaction with the community that they done built these big multi-million-dollar churches in. So I thank God for my sister on Facebook, a couple of sisters as a matter of fact, and a couple of brothers that have been inviting me to these posts. People are waking up, they're desiring more, and church as usual is going to be irrelevant for people who really want depth and to be edified and perfected for real, for real. People who like to play church and roll around on the floor and all of that, they're the only ones that are going to be participating in these ministries that are doing church, you know, as usual, the traditional way of doing things. They don't like it anymore. So, man, in the next 10, 15, 20 years, a lot of these pastors are going to be in trouble. The ones that will still be living. They're going to have to reevaluate their ministries and revamp, because this generation that's being raised up now of young people and old that are, you know, being given renewed minds, they're requiring more. So I ain't going to church no more. How many of y'all feel like that? Some of y'all that go to church every Sunday, you only go because it's, you know, something that you feel you have to do traditionally. You know, I got to go to church on Sunday. Some of y'all not happy. Y'all not fulfilled. You just, you know, don't want to say nothing about it. But we need to talk about it. And we need to start challenging our leaders. And we need to start seeking, you know, you got people now that are like saying they don't even want a leader. That they just want to be in forums where everybody interject. They're just totally overlooking Ephesians 4. That, you know, the pastor and the, you know, is, and the elder and the bishop is to oversee. I mean, that structure, they're so discouraged. They don't, you know, leadership is just something that is going to like fade away eventually, because leadership, it keeps letting the people down on every level. On a governmental level, our leadership is letting the people down. In the church, our pro-black leaders, you know, you got cities like Ferguson who, you know, kicked Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton out of their city. Like, man, nah, this right here ain't for y'all. Y'all opportunists, ambulance chasers. No, we doing some protests for real, for real. Take y'all little eloquent speeches and y'all little cute suits on somewhere. And so I love it. I love it, because I told my mother and other people years ago that this time was going to come. And for those who thought that I was just being too deep and, you know, didn't understand me and my approach and what God was doing in my life, now people appreciate it. And they're asking for my input and my wisdom. And I love it. I love it, because for those of you who thought I was being too deep, you're going to have to get deep now, because that old naming and claiming and prosperity preaching and rolling all over the floor, you ain't going to be able to get over with that for too much longer. So this has been Elder Maurice Edwards. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm driving, so I was trying to concentrate on driving and talk to y'all. But you understand where I was coming from. I ain't going to church no more. How many of y'all feel like that? And the subtopic, I love it. I love it. I love what God is doing in these people's lives. Some of them are going a little too far because they hurt. And so that's when people like myself and other leaders need to step in and say, hey, don't totally walk away from the whole structure of the church, but you need to find leaders who are truly seeking to edify and perfect their people. That's what you got to do. You can't totally give up, but those type of people are so far and few in between that they're just tired of getting burned. So it's just like, just forget it, man. You know, I go here and he says one thing and does something totally different, and they're just tired of getting burned. See y'all later.